So, Tyler, we're going to back out. I'm just going to send a text to the listing agent and cancel this contract.
Wait, can we do that?
That's what we're talking about today.
Welcome to the Utah Real Estate Show podcast, the show where two agents and a lender teach real estate best practices by talking through mistakes we've seen and made.
A good practice is do it in multiple ways. Send a text real quick, then send out the addendum a little bit later if you need to. Or if you can't get to your computer to send that out, get it initially done first.
And keep the communication open.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Utah Real Estate Show. I am Tyler Cazier, Utah Real Estate Agent.
Jason Christiansen, mortgage lender.
Aric Wiszt, lead unicorn hunter.
Oh, yes. Our unicorn hunters. Before we go any further, you have to see this.
Well, we've had a lot of people tell us, like, hey, your guys' episodes are great. It's like you guys teach us how to go hunt those unicorns, because that's what a lot of people think good investments are.
Yeah, the unicorn, how to get it.
The Utah Real Estate Show official unicorn hunter stickers.
If you would like one of these stickers, comment down below. Tell us you want it. Tell us on Facebook. Tell us on YouTube. Send us a text, whatever, and we will find a way to get this to you.
I was going to say, we'll text it back to you.
We'll text this back to you.
We'll email you a JPEG.
Yeah. If we give out all 500 of these, T-shirts are coming next.
Ooh, yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, funny we should talk about texting because we're talking about having Section 18 of the real estate purchase contract, or also called REPC in Utah. Mm-hmm. This is notices, right?
Bankers. Vermicious Knids. What kind of rubbish is that?
I'm sorry, but all questions must be submitted in writing.
And what do we know about notices?
They have to be in writing.
Must be submitted in writing.
They must be in writing.
Must be submitted in writing.
So can I leave a voicemail?
Can I write it on the back of a napkin?
Must be submitted in writing.
Yeah.
Technically, you can.
You could send a telegraph, text,
photocopy,
writing.
But like all of these, you can do it in writing. The other party has to receive it. Ooh. So if you telegraph me, if I don't have a telegraph receiver, doesn't matter. You did it in writing because I never received it. Had no way of receiving it.
Well, they would have to deliver the telegraph to you because
I just don't know how telegraphs work. It's
Three Amigos. The infamous El Guapo. Anyway, so you'd have to receive it in writing. It'd have to come in writing, right? But here's the thing, and I'd love to bring it up. So, legally binding, does the text work? Is it in writing? Yes. Can you pull it up? Yes. Can you prove that they got it? I mean, you've got the Apple thing where it shows, or you send it on like WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger, and it tells you if they've read it, right?
Yeah. Do
you want to take that to court?
No.
No,
we have another episode about court.
That's true.
About attorney's fees.
So when it comes into writing, just like Jason said, you can do that. So like a good practice is do it in multiple ways. Send a text real quick, then send out the addendum a little bit later if you need to. Or if you can't get to your computer to send that out, get it initially done first.
Well, and keep the communication open.
Yes.
Like hey, we ran into an issue. Our financing appraisal deadline is this day. That's 3 days away. I will let you know tomorrow if we need to make some changes. If we need to cancel, ask for an extension. And then you email the addendum, however many, right? And then you're like, hey, did you get it?
Yeah, follow up with them, ask them, because we've all had that technology quirkiness, usually actually. Android stuff where it doesn't get to the right folder, it doesn't, get received, or they never checked their phone.
It went to junk mail.
Find out, like, hey, did you receive that? And I've had a lot of times like, no, I missed that. Sorry.
So it's not just sent.
One of the phrases that we hear bantered about by real estate agents is whether or not it was received. Was it confirmed received? Because you can send something into the abyss and nobody actually receives it. It's like a touchdown pass. When you throw it, the send happened, right? But whether or not they caught it is what matters.
Well, and that's a big pet peeve of mine, of the professionalism of the person on the other side of that transaction. Like it's if you can't, especially in the market right now where it's a hot market and a seller is getting a lot of information, a lot of contracts. Like in my opinion, if you're not prepared to handle communicating professionally, it's a touchy subject.
You know
because like I'm trying to find out, hey, did you receive my contract? Am I even in the running? Did it make it there? I'm trying to represent my client the best I can, but you don't even, I've communicated to you, hey, have you received it? Can you please respond back?
Yep.
Can you let me know? And it's ghosted. I don't know if it made it there. Did they receive it? They don't answer phone calls. They don't send a text. They won't reply to an email.
You threw the touchdown pass.
I threw it.
Your guy was in the end zone, and you have no idea if he just scored a touchdown.
Yeah, do I go over and knock on the client's door? Hey, did your agent present this? I haven't heard. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
Here's an interesting little twist, too. So, like, this offer, counteroffer, something, this notice has to be signed by the party, by the presenter. So the buyer or the seller. So if you're an agent, you send a text and you're like, hey, we're canceling.
Oops.
Where's your signature?
You don't have.
You send a picture of the addendum. That's different. So...
Yeah. So it has to be, and really what we're trying to do is get away from verbal contracts.
Yeah.
Verbal contracts are virtually unenforceable.
I'm rescinding my telegraph because I don't know.
There's so many challenges, right? And so when you are doing a purchase of real estate when you're doing a purchase, it has to be formalized. It has to be in writing. The other party has to understand what's going on. It must be signed. It has to have the date on it. And it has to appear before the date that it needs to be received by. So if you're...
it can be after, then it's pointless.
Exactly. It's pointless.
Which I've had several times.
Because the date ends the thing.
Yeah.
You're like, you call back and be like, this date was 2 days ago. Oh, shoot, put the wrong date. Well, send it over again. Like, there has to be...
Because it's
not even a valid offer. The big things to notice is getting your date right, making sure it's received,
making sure it's signed,
and making sure it's signed and in writing. So what did we learn today, guys?
Ooh, I like it.
Well, my key takeaway is that you just have to confirm that it was received. You don't want to be standing in the end zone, looking at your guy in the end zone and saying, is it done?
Yeah. It's important to remember that it needs to be signed by the presenter. The person initiating the change needs to sign that.
Remember, if you want a really cool sticker,
they're really sticky.
You just have to ask.
We would love to give you a sticky sticker to stick to any place you would choose to stick it. Let us know.
Send us a picture where you stuck it.
Oh boy.
Let's see where it goes.
If you want to get in touch with us, shoot us a text at 801-228-7687. Make sure you mention the show. You can email us at theutahrealestateshow@gmail.com. You can watch this show on YouTube, and you can listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. If you learned something, or if you really love this show, give us a like on YouTube and drop a rating on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen. The Utah Real Estate Show is a production of Hive Collective at Presidio Real Estate, with support from Security Home Mortgage. The NMLS number for Security Home Mortgage is 178787. The NMLS number for Jason Christiansen is 240472, Equal Housing Lender. Not only is this not legal or investment advice, but you should definitely talk to a pro before you make any real estate decision. Every situation is different and should be considered in context. Copyright Jason Christiansen, Aric Wiszt, and Tyler Cazier. All rights reserved. Talk to you next week.
So who am I? Who are you? Are you the client?
Who are any of us? I'm the client.
You just said you were the client.
I don't know who I am.
Well, then you're getting mad at me for not saying the right thing.
The scarf.
I'm like a woman to him.
The ice. She moves like a woman.
I'm always a woman to him.
Yeah, I'm always ready.
You ready?
Start her up.
Now I'm ready.
Otherwise, it's
Get
not
the last
binding.
one. Get the last one. By the date.
What?
You're on a roll. Get the date.
Oh, the last one. Okay. Whatever. I'm not even mess with that.